Yeah, baby.
That's a beauty.
Yeah. This is what we're looking for, guys.
That's
See this?
They're all honey.
That's all honey. Nice,
About
pretty comb.
Oil. I think it's shut very good. Oop. See that? That's moisture. You can't have moisture in your honey. What it is that's nectar and stuff that they've brought in, but they just haven't dried it out yet. You put that in your honey, and if it doesn't get enough air, that will ferment it. Top box ain't fit. Oh, I think I did that for the queen.
Morning, guys. Or whatever time it is that y'all are watching this. We're at Agnew Acres with Butch. And today is hopefully Robin Honey Day. We'll get into here and we'll see how much honey there is this year. And we'll let y'all follow through the process here.
There's also hive
beetles.
And he's got nice things again.
Ready to. I've seen them all.
This is getting cold. Nothing there. All right. There might not be nothing. I don't know.
That frame was empty.
That weird bad ear.
What I'm doing, guys, is I'm picking these frames up and looking at them, see how much honey's in them. There's a little bit of honey in that one, Butch, but it ain't enough. And as you can see, we've got a little bit of capped, and it's nearly full, but that's about it. Butch, ain't nothing capped in here.
Either. Do the shake test on it. I did nope.
Alright, what we just did, Butch said do the shake test. And you saw I knocked the bees off, then I shook the hive. And if y'all can tell, there's little bits of honey. That tells us that honey, it still has way too much water content to be able to extract. So,
Don't bang it, just shake it right there. There you go, there. Is that got water? Does that have water too?
Yep. Yep. Here's the thing, we can extract it and dry it. I'm gonna tell you, let's put it back together and let's wait a couple more weeks. Okay?
Yeah. Let's go ahead and go down and see if there's any big, just for the heck of it. Hang on, get out of there. We want the baby up there, so. I don't need to see a baby.
We're going down in the hive, guys, and we're looking, those are all empty frames right here.
Want to make sure there's still a queen in there somewhere.
We got pollen and we got nectar.
And you got babies.
We got lots of brood cap brood. You can see we got cap brood and honey. The yellow's pollen, so it's nice.
Did you see any uncapped babies?
No, I haven't seen any uncaps yet.
Look like you babies.
Again, another frame of nice cap brood. You got walkie comb on the bottom. You want to take it off?
Nah.
I got lots of C's.
Okay. Hold on and see.
You can see the larvas in that little spot right there. See all the little white ones? That's the larvas.
All right, put her back together.
All right, you want my brush or you got them off the edges?
That one. Hate to do it.
Strips?
Yeah.
Hey, I got them right here. You want to go back down to the bottom?
Yep. Are you ready?
Here. What we're putting in here, guys, is these are Swiffer strips, unscented Swiffers. And the little hive beetles get their legs caught in them. And it traps them. And so it's a non-chemical way of controlling hive beetles. Okay, we'll go to the next one. Alright, we've got two deeps here, what we call deeps. The other one we had a super, a honey super on the top, or a shallow. Oh, could be promising. This is the one that Alan brought up here.
It's going to give to the girl, but she didn't have it. I might treat this one.
That's a good heavy frame, but we got babies in it.
Okay. I think there's babies in that one.
Yep. That's what we're looking at.
Babies.
Babies.
Well, that sure ain't very active to have all that baby.
That next one's got a bunch of babies.
And see, this is the comb that I bought that was already filled out.
They like it.
They liked it, didn't they? Oh,
Yeah. Got some possible, I don't know. Oh, we got C's, Liberty C's in it. It's full. This hive's fixing to go crazy.
This up here is, you talk about heavy.
What do you want to do, Butch? We'll pop it and put some strips and leave it.
Well, we're going to look at the bottom. Maybe there's some honey in the bottom. We don't know. Hopefully. Just look. Yeah, then we're going to strip it.
Guys, what I'm scraping off here right now is propolis. I'll let you have a look. And that's bee glue. But we also take that and we make medicine out of it, so I try to save some of it. I gotta do that. We're gonna go to the bottom.
Nothing. 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 Put this sucker back together.
Put it back.
Yep, ain't nothing there. I didn't know if this would or either. Anyway, because this is the one that swarmed real quick, easy. About 2 days after I got it, it swarmed. Well,
As far as the hive, it looks pretty healthy.
yep.
Don't talk about my scissor job on that one.
No, I wouldn't do that. I can run it out there. Unless they cut the crap out of that producer. Ain't nothing on top. Nut.
Nothing, honey? I don't even think it bears looking at. Let me pick it up and see. Okay.
This in here's got some cap on it. How much? Ain't got nothing.
Oh, that's just a little super.
Shallow.
That's a shallow super.
Well, there's some cap on this side, quite a bit. It's dry.
You want it?
If there's enough on there, yeah, go ahead. Here's another one.
Well, there's more on this side than there is on this side, Butch.
Well, shake that side and see if you got any water. All right, flip it over. Take it. I don't have no frames to replace it, but take it. We're gonna hurt.
So what we did, guys, there was one frame in there that had harvestable honey, and so we took it. And I don't have a frame. We don't have a frame put back in there, so we usually.
Well, was that next frame? How good was it?
Huh?
There was another frame in there, wasn't there, to look at?
I thought you looked at it.
No, no.
All right, let me shake it.
Shake that one too. It's dry.
There you go. I'll test the next one. No, this one ain't got nothing
Yeah.
to do with it. I mean, there's a little bit of.
Well, there's a jar.
You got what's capped. That's it. The rest of it's empty.
Okay.
It ain't ready.
So just scoot everything towards the middle. Leave that open. They ain't gonna draw on this time of year. Go down and see if there's any big, and we'll see if there's any swift sheets.
You want to check this in here?
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute, first. Oh, ooh, be careful with that one. I see it. Bottom moving.
Okay. When he sees the bottom moving, what he's talking about is that's where the bees will chase the hive bees in here. You need help. is where you need a couple of kids and just, if there's hive beetles, just pop them out and let them go to killing hive beetles out.
That's a real good place to hide underneath that dry board.
Yeah, and they'll go in there and hide for sure.
All right. Get rid of them.
All right, Butch. That's my drops.
Yep.
That one we could take in maybe a couple of weeks, okay?
If they don't go back and start eating it.
Well, you're right there too.
That's light.
That one's got some brood in it.
This is that brood. Hi, buddy. Don't sting me. I'll let you walk around. None of these are ready.
No, I want to use this frame just a second. All right, guys, this is an old frame. I'm going to get in here where you can see. If you can see it right here where my thumb's at, see where all that's been chewed off like a mouse or whatever chewed it. That wasn't actually a mouse. That was moths that did that, the larvae of moths. They'll eat that wood, they'll eat the wax.
Okay, go ahead and put her together. Oh.
I'm looking. There's too much space.
We had a mouse trap. There, Mike trapped in there.
There's some weight to that, but we're not ready. Have you already wore a hole in your smoker?
It's got, looks like nail holes. Something. Something's in it. 2 holes.
Get on
We've
this.
got lots of babies, so, I mean, you should be able to just go 1, 2, 3, just start pulling. Look at that. Full of babies. Full of babies. Okay, put mite strips in it and just put her up. And we're batting 0. Damn.
Well, we got 2 pieces.
I might share that honey with you.
That ain't enough honey in them 2 so far to make the.
To get the bottom of the jar wet.
Yeah. It won't even get the extractor going. Woohoo! You show up, you're gonna work.
I've done work on the okra, Butch. I got a little more than that the other day, probably about that much.
That's out of all 6 rows?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's 2 to 3 messes.
Yeah.
Hey.
Better than a
Your
sharp
turn.
stick in the eye.
Try to find some honey, and you can't find it.
No honey.
None of them's ready. Now this one should have honey. Right in here should have some. Maybe.
What is the paper towel for?
That is a Swiffer sheet,
Uh-huh.
and it's got little hive beetles. It's a little black bug, and they run across it and they get their little feet stuck in it.
The little feeties.
A non-pesticidal way to control it.
Gotcha. Neat.
But hive beetles can run a hive.
Very easy.
Well, I know it's a constant battle against the pests.
If the bees keep them moving, they can't lay eggs.
Then they lay eggs and then there's more of them.
As soon as they lay eggs and they hatch, then they come out and they start sliming just like a snail. Once they start sliming, they don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Is anything in this one? Now this one, last time I looked, it had 3 or 4 good cracks down on that end.
Get your smoker ready.
filming.
I'm filming with
Oh,
here.
okay.
He's the movie star.
Woo!
That means he's got one.
Well,
Oh. Ooh, high beetles? Is that what you're wooing?
no, that wasn't what I was talking about. That side don't look like crap, but
Yeah.
that one does.
Well, I know, but is the other side dry?
I don't know yet. Yeah,
That's
baby.
That's a beauty.
Yeah. This is what we're looking for, guys.
It's
See this?
in there all honey.
That's all honey. Nice,
about 5
pretty
to 6
comb.
Oh, I think it's shut very good. Oop. See that? That's moisture. You can't have moisture in your honey. What it is that's nectar and stuff that they brought in, but they just haven't dried it out yet. You put that in your honey, and if it doesn't get enough air, that will ferment it. I know, we lost about 10 gallons one year.
So are you going to harvest all that today?
That there's harvesting right there. And I got 2 little bitty frames in the box already.
What'd you do with that frame that I pulled out? Oh, there it is.
That's a male bee called a drone. Has no stinger. All he does is eat and breathe. But when he breathes, his thing falls off.
Oh no.
Yeah.
One and done.
I mean,
He's got a stinger.
a praying mantis gets his head eat off. This one loses his manhood. That's got babies in it.
Yeah.
2 babies. That's that dark brown cabin. Remember babies.
Guys, the hive we're into right now, some people call them long hives or horizontal hives. There's 2 of them at my house. I really like these hives because, you know, as I'm sitting here, I'm going through this hive one frame at a time. We don't have to take one box off the top of another one, and so much easier work. We got cap brood in here. Had cap brood in the last one.
There's some babies. Unborn larvae.
And we got larvae in this one, just like I showed you in the last one. So there's.
It's been a bad year because of the rain first, kept washing the nectar off the flowers. And then when it just stopped raining, then you lost the flowers. So there's not going to be that much honey. I didn't do it.
You guys keep at it.
What, did you smell something?
Smell something.
Me?
No. It wouldn't bananas. Guys, there's nectar in these frames, but nothing's capped. So we're just putting it back. We're just, you know, at this point, we took one frame. We're just checking on the health of the hive. hefty frame.
They just draw the gun.
There ain't nothing on it. Alright, I'm going to show you this, guys. This is a plastic foundation. You can see how well the bees like plastic. It's not natural to them. A lot of beekeepers run plastic foundation, but you can tell the bees are going to go somewhere natural. If that's an option, they're going to go there.
I sure thought that had a lot of good frames in there.
Well, Butch, there's some frames in there, but they're just like this one right here. Okay, you know, they're 30%. I mean, these have got weight to them, Butch, but they just ain't capped. You know, we got the option of waiting a little while and maybe capping some more, or not getting any. But they'll cap. If they got something, then they'll cap. We got 4 or 5 frames in here we could pull and still give them some stuff.
I don't know if it would have helped if we had had smaller frames.
I don't know, Butch. Ifs and buts were candy and nuts, we'd all have Merry Christmas, you know. Guys, raising bees is a type of agriculture, and you know, you're at the mercy of Mother Nature. You're trying to do your best and provide them as much as you can, but Mother Nature she's got to time things right. And this spring we had rains. We had a wet spring, lots of flowers, lots of plant growth. But the challenge was that about every 3 days we were getting a rain. And when that happens, about the time that flower blooms, we were getting a rain, and it was washing the nectar off the flowers. So therefore, the bees didn't have anything to eat. So even though you saw lots of flowers out there, there was no nectar in the flowers. And what I'm putting back on top right now, these are called cover boards. They're just covering that hive up, those frames up for the bees. I'm scraping some of that propolis off, because they're going to plug up every hole. Makes it easier for me to put these cover boards back on. They'll fit a little better. And now she's closed up because I've got a divider right here. So we're going to go ahead and finish closing this up all the way. I'll show you this frame since we're talking here. I built these long hives. As you can see, these screens, they've got holes in them here, and I thought that would be great for ventilation. If you look, they have propolis those closed. So the bees go, we really don't care what you're doing. We're going to close this up. So that's what they did. So we locked her up. We'll wait a few more weeks. We'll see how she does. Okay? Check back with us. Hey guys, thank y'all for watching. And if you liked our videos on the different things, especially the one on the bees here, be sure and hit the like button and subscribe. And leave us a comment below. Let us know what's going on your farm, your homestead. As always, you never know what's going on this one. Until next time, we'll see you then.